Alright, one-shot rants, here we go again. I'm off on one, so let's fucking do it. This one's about the Gilmore Girls. Yes! The Gilmore Girls. Okay, so basically I've watched this show 3 or 4 times with my wife. It's one of her favourite shows, and that's great. Love it. Fantastic. But I'm here to discuss the characters. They're fucking shitty. They're horrible fucking people. End of fucking discussion. Nothing to be fucking said any further than that. It centres around Lorelai and Rory. Lorelai's the mother, Rory's the daughter, and it focuses on their relationship and how it grows and strains, and there's lots of different things that go on throughout the series. You'll have to watch it because I can't do a whole fucking recap over the 7 seasons. Basically, long story short, Lorelai goes to her parents to help put her daughter through tuition at a private school called Chilton. Once in Chilton, that gives Rory the opportunity to go move on to a better education in Harvard. She chooses, instead of going to Harvard, to go to Yale, still a very prestigious school. So, once she goes to Yale, she exhibits lots of different things, goes through things. She decides she wants to be a journalist. She's had this drive since she was in Chilton. She's wanted to be a journalist. She works on the papers and so on and so forth. And she works her way all the way through to Yale, graduates, and then becomes a writer on staff for Barack Obama's campaign. So that's Rory. Lorelai, she goes to her parents, gets the tuition money, and then works her way through an inn. She's working in an inn. The inn burns down. She's manager of said inn. The inn burns down. The person who took her in, who helped her get to that level, decides to sell the inn. So during selling the inn, Lorelai gets the money together to buy her own inn, makes her own inn with her best friend, and then she runs the inn until the end of the series. There's also Richard and Emily Gilmore, who are the grandparents. They give them money. They both come from money. They're well-to-do. Their ancestors came over on the Mayflower. They're Gilmores. It's all very prim and proper, and they exist in one form or another throughout the entire series. And then you've got Luke, who is a diner owner. He runs the diner in town. Lorelai goes there every day. They've had a flirtatious relationship from beginning to end. Luke's always harboured a secret crush on Lorelai, but understands that she's probably not interested, whereas Lorelai's paraded man after man through the town, so on and so forth, and he's just patiently waited in the wings. Eventually they find out they have feelings for each other. There's a lot of back and forth, lots of things happen, but basically that's the sort of outline. Now here's the part where we get to the shitty fucking toxic behaviour of these fucking people. Now, I've explained briefly the fucking rundown so you can click back to follow any fucking thing I may rant into now, but here we fucking go. So, Lorelai, after borrowing the money, is just fucking shitty with her parents. They have to go to a weekly dinner, but instead of just being polite, pleasant, making chit-chat, going through the fucking motions, getting through the dinner without a fucking fight, she decides to fucking kick and scream her way through every fucking dinner throughout the entire fucking series. Now, that's fair enough, that's just one part of it, but there are other things as well. For example, buying the inn. They go to buy this derelict inn that's been in this family from a member of the town they live in, Stars Hollow. Now, the member of the family who owns the inn has never wanted to sell it, wanted to keep it in the family. She eventually dies, and the inn goes for sale through her relatives. Now, instead of waiting like a fucking rational, normal person, she turns up at the fucking funeral and bugs the fucking nephew while he's carrying the fucking casket of the dead person about whether they can buy the inn. Fucking shitty. Why would you do that? Who the fuck are you? Like, I get chase your dreams, but that's a bit fucking far. Anyway, she also hooks up with one of Rory's teachers in the school and causes quite a commotion for it, because she kisses the teacher during fucking lessons. They end up getting proposed, married, and she decides that she doesn't want to marry him because she's just not fucking feeling it. Breaks his heart and he fucks off. And then she pursues his ass when he comes back. Not because she's in love, but because she's lonely. Again, a very shitty thing to do. You're fucking using someone to alleviate your own feelings, which is just shitty. So, that's Lorelai. And that's only the first couple of things I can think of. There's fucking plenty. There's loads of shit she does, which is really fucking toxic. She's manipulative. She does not fucking care what her actions will do to other people. She just fucking expects everyone else to put up with what the fuck she does, and that's meant to be fucking fine. No, she'd get a fucking slap. Anyone else would just be like, fuck off. Now, I'm not saying anyone should slap her. I'm not saying any men should ever do that. That's shit. If you do that as a person, you fucking suck. So fuck off. No domestic violence, but if you're a friend or a girlfriend, yeah, fucking tell her. Just be like, you're being a bitch. Fuck off. Anyway, Rory works her way through. She does that. She has boyfriends, breaks up with boyfriends. One boyfriend in particular, Dean, who was the perfect fucking boyfriend, did have a jealous streak. Didn't really react on it, but he was given reason. A guy named Jess moves into town, starts making moves on her. Of course he's going to feel fucking jealous because Rory's not really rebuffing this guy outright. She's kind of playing into it, which is fine. She's a teenager. They go through that shit. But she parades it in front of Dean, which is shit. You don't do that. That's fucking toxic fucking behavior. You're being a shitty person, you're treating someone shitty, and that's that. Eventually, she does kiss Jess behind Dean's back. She tells Dean eventually. Dean's like, it's over, you know, fucking whatever. She goes off to Washington for this fucking school trip, comes back. They end up getting back together. During the time, Jess has been away. Jess has found a girlfriend, parading said girlfriend round town to make Rory jealous. Rory's parading Dean round town to make Jess jealous, and they're both being really shitty to their respective partners just in the sake of making each other jealous and using people to hurt someone else's feelings. Fucking toxic. Toxic fucking behavior. Luke has not a mean streak, he's grouchy is a word we'd use. He's a grouchy fucking person, and that's fine. Some people are just naturally not that kind of bubbly, and he's not, and that's fine, and he's always owned up to that. He's not a violent man, he's just a grumpy man, and that's fine. But Lorelai eventually hooks up with him and does all this stuff and all these other things, but then she ends up berating how he feels or telling him what he should think and feel. And then when she's losing a fight or when she's in an argument with someone and she knows she's in the wrong, she'll snipe at them with something that they've said in the past, which isn't even fucking relevant. It's just a way of getting a fucking punch in to prove a point. For example, she buys his dad's boat because he's grieving the day that his dad died. He's having his dark day. Now, because he's having his dark day, he doesn't really talk to anyone. In fact, the whole fucking town knows not to really talk to him or leave him alone. He doesn't even stay in town, he goes away. A woman calls him on the day to say she needs to take his boat out of storage because she's selling her home and moving to Florida. A reasonable request, one which he would have dealt with pretty calmly had it not been the day it was. But instead of fucking handling it or letting Luke deal with it, even though Luke said he wanted the boat taken away and towed off and destroyed, she ignored what he said. She bought the boat, put it in storage, and then hid that from him. And then when he confronted her to say, "You're ignoring what I'm saying, you're ignoring my feelings, I don't want to hold on to these things, I don't want to hold on to these memories," she snipes back, "What? Like the horoscope that I cut out for you the first day we met?" That's a shitty fucking thing. He held on to that horoscope because he cared about her, he loved her, he wanted to be with her, he was infatuated with her, and that was his little way of holding on to something if something ever did happen. But the boat's a different fucking thing, so she disregards his fucking feelings just to be a fucking dick. And it is to be a dick, it's just for her own selfish reasons because she wants to feel like she's done something to fucking help him and she's made a better decision than him. She's ignored completely what he said. Shitty, very shitty. Rory ends up working for this Stanford newspaper on a summer internship because she gets a new boyfriend while she's in college, and that boyfriend's family are dicks. They're just like, "You're not good enough for us, son, get to fuck, do one. When you marry into our family, it's important business." So that's fine. Again, you're going to have to watch the fucking whole series to get an understanding of it. So rather than act on that and then decide to work fucking harder, she throws a bitch fit, goes finds her boyfriend, steals someone else's yacht and then crashes it. And then bitches about the fact that she's got to do community service. Yeah, you stole a fucking boat, you entitled little shit. You've always got what you... Pardon? You've always got what you wanted. You're not getting that. You're not getting everything. Life doesn't give you everything. Sometimes you've got to work really hard. Sometimes you're going to be fucking told no. Not Rory. No, she gets everything she wants, and if she doesn't get it, she throws a fucking fit. She's toxic. She's a fucking shitty person. Anyway, the long story short is mother and daughter, as the series progresses, are fucking toxic people. They're very, very shitty. I'm not saying the show isn't good. I'm not saying it isn't well written. I'm not saying there isn't interesting character arcs. But what I am saying is, as people, as actual functioning members of society, if they were to really exist, they are fucking shitty people. They don't care what people think. They don't care what people feel. They don't care how their own actions impact others around them. They just think, I'm going to do this because I fucking want to. And sure, more power to you if you're understanding that you're going to have to take responsibility for your actions and how they hurt other people, which they never seem to do. It just seems to brush past the fact that they've been shitty and everyone's like, That's just how they are. That's not how it is. You're fucking shitty. This is a random fucking rant. That's the end of that. Gilmore Girls. Alright show, shitty fucking people. I'll see you on the next one. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like, subscribe, and who knows, I'll keep ranting about random shit. So yeah, fuck the Gilmore Girls. Good show, but fuck the people in it. Fuck them. The actors are fine people, the characters are shit. Fuck them. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.